Yo, everybody, and welcome to Bevs with the Best, the show where I get the best guests and they pick the best bev, and we have the best sesh.
The best.
And I'm here with the best. I'm here with the best up and coming artist, born and raised in New York.
Nah, for real.
Heaven.
Rochester, New York. Upstate
right.
New York.
He in New York proper, not the city.
Yeah.
Mr. Heaven.
Oh, God.
Heaven in the clouds.
Heaven in the clouds.
Heaven 1K.
Oh, God.
How's it going today?
It's going pretty good, pretty chill. Hella locked in today.
Yeah, and the day that we're recording this happens to be your
My birthday.
B-day.
I just turned 21.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. It
We're
feels good. Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Yeah, it feels good to be 21.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talked to all my family and stuff, and, like, I'm pretty sure I'm, like, the youngest that is so far in, like, the whole family, like, tree moved out this young, besides my mom. She was the oldest out of 10, and also she moved out when she was, like, 19, like,
Damn,
18.
bro.
I was gone probably at 20.
Me
so just
too.
a year. That's real. That's real.
We literally have the same B-Day week and the same journey.
Yeah, bro, that's hard.
Moving
that's
to
hard.
the town, it's like
That's
twin.
hard.
Wait,
Oh,
which?
God.
Oh, I'm the last day of Aquarius. So what sign are you?
I'm Pisces.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it.
Yeah,
I be
that's
trying,
real.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's the water sign for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I fuck with it.
But what drink do we got?
Today, got my favorite drink. Strawberry naked. Strawberry banana naked. Sorry.
Right.
You know, I love strawberry banana.
No, it's I think banana is my favorite fruit.
Yeah, bro. Whenever I go to fast food, I usually try to check if they have that first.
Have this?
Yeah. No. Just strawberry banana smoothies in general. Because I don't even care. But this is like, I've gotten this in the gallon before.
No, let's try it. I don't
Yeah.
even think I've had naked before.
Yeah, it's really good. You know,
That's a classic combo.
young God. You know, you get
that one's good right there.
Yeah.
No, but anyways, rewind. Back to being 21.
Yeah.
What's some things that you're bringing into your 20s? Some lessons.
Just like really learn more. The best you can do for yourself, I feel like, is learn more. And it's like, yeah, like, and not everybody's that way, but like at a point in time, I feel like that's one of the first steps to maturity, and not even to be on some like old like lyrical spiritual timing, but like on some real shit, you know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who, like, when they talk to me, especially a lot of people who love me and, you know, they care about me. Hella, they just say never stop exploring. I feel like that's the best way to just bring about new experiences with music and shit like that.
Yeah, with everything, like
Yeah.
learning and exploring, like these are years to kind of crash out.
Nah, for real.
That's what I've been thinking about a lot, because you never feel or hear people say, "Oh, I regret my teens."
Yeah, nah.
Or I regret my 40s. It's these years. These are like the definitive years to lay out like who you want to be, what you want to represent, and where you want it to go.
And we in the city too, like it's the place, bro. And it's just like for us, you know, we've seen a lot, like me and you, like what we've like been around and what it turned into was insane.
Yeah, we about to get into that
Okay.
because, you know, it being 2025, it's been 5 years since COVID.
Yeah.
And that has been on my mind a lot lately. So what do you think that COVID you thinks of you right now?
Ooh, that's tough. He's probably honestly surprised at how good I've gotten, and how he'd definitely be surprised at how good I've gotten, but also surprised at the fact that I've gotten that good and I'm still not close to where I want to be.
You're always locked in. Every time I ever talk to you, you're either working on something or you're asleep.
Yeah.
Like, you never be on the game. I never see him on the game,
Never
bro.
on the game.
Damn.
You see, boo? Everybody knows. Like, I don't be gaming like that. I'm a hard worker.
No, word.
And that's like, you know, I'm not saying like be a hard worker, don't play games, honestly. Have fun. For real, I wish I could play a game and just be like cool. But I just can't. You know, I love working. I love working on stuff. I love making stuff.
Literally. What's your, if you could do a little quick tier list of all the different art forms, what's the rankings?
Because it is very subjective, I feel like, with art especially. But I would go, we got the 3D stuff, right? That's Blender and all that stuff. That's at the top.
Dang.
That's at the top. And then we got music. That comes right under that one. And then we got, like, I used to paint and do traditional drawing. You know, that's, well, actually, I think before that would be making cover arts and shit like that. I guess on Photoshop. Because you can make a great cover art in Blender, but you can still do a great cover art in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Type shit. And, like, traditional art, you know, and shit like that was always at the bottom. Because it's just, like, I feel like traditional art is cool and it's beautiful. Not saying it's bad at all, but it's just limiting and restricting. I can't make like a 3D character on paper easy. Yeah. You know, like you could definitely do it for sure. You can make it look really good, but not easy.
And you've recently got on the 3D stuff.
I've been
more recently.
Yeah, more recently especially. But yeah, I've been always like interested in it. I just haven't locked in this hard. You know? Yeah. As I grow up, I lock in more and more, and that's how I know I'm getting better and better. Obviously.
But to spin back.
Yeah. For sure. For sure.
But to spin back to the COVID question.
Yeah.
The music that you were making back then is so much different.
So much different.
From now.
Yeah.
And so let's just even talk about the early days, because when I first met you, you were on some like making Pierre beats type shit. Like, tell them about just the early days starting off with music.
Yeah, no, for sure. Let me get comfortable. So I was always like into music. That was one of the first things I was interested in, because most of my family does music. And they just had a hella crazy impact on me.
Really?
Yeah. And they're most of the reason why I have my specific set of talents, I feel like. Like my uncle, I don't know like the ranking, but I have an uncle that he just does beats. He's a great producer, but he does beats mostly. And he can also play the keys. But I have another uncle who's a bassist and knows how to play the keys. And then I have another uncle who really, really knows how to play the keys. And then I have another uncle who's an artist and a drummer. 6 uncles is crazy. And they all played in the church.
Well, yeah, it's because you did have family of 10. Yeah. Is your mom the only
Oh, no, girl? No. There's 5. There's 5 uncles and 5 girls.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so it's like straight down the middle, which is hard. I fuck with that.
And are all the uncles on the same vibe musically, or they all try different stuff?
They all try different stuff, yeah. The uncle who's a bassist and plays the keys, his name's Sebastian, I'll just say it. He makes like, I would say he makes more traditional stuff that would be in the church. But for the most part, he's also a great engineer. I forgot to mention that. He's actually engineered some of my songs.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
Yeah. And I go to them often for like counsel and stuff like that. Like I done yapped myself off so hard, I forgot what the question was.
Nah, just like how you got into music.
Yeah.
Like the early days.
It was definitely them. It was definitely them.
And then like this side of rap though, like the Pierre, like.
Oof. This side. That was when I was on SoundCloud in the early days, and I came across like ginseng and stuff like that. And then I came across Trip. I was so like, Trip is so fire. Yeah. When I met Trip, not even when I met Trip, when I found his music, I was just like, damn, this is tough as fuck. And like, I had found him way before I even made Solarverse with him in Space and Sholo. Not we. And that's just a crazy thing.
Yeah, like working with your idol, like the person who got you into it is crazy.
And that's how.
And not even just one song.
Yeah, not even just one song. We ended up making a whole group.
Do you like those songs still, or it's like
Yeah, I still run it back from time to time.
kicking shit's gas?
I just talked to Trip and Space and Sholo at the same time. And that was like a reunion, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it's Trip. They're like, yo, it's Larry.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, that's hard.
What were they saying?
We were just like really just reintroducing ourselves, you know, because it's been a minute since we actually like been like talk like that, you know. Granted, it's over Discord and shit like that, but still, like they a part of your history, you know, especially mine.
Like you and Space were like the duo.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Do you got? Are you thinking about like a little comeback, a little one more?
Who knows? Fans? You know, who knows? Like that's the problem with like, I don't want to say maturing, but like that's the problem with making music, but wanting to just make music for, I guess, the fuck of making music, really. Because I just make music, but I never really care about locking myself down to one genre. I feel like. Or like even one headspace or yada yada yada. Like I'll always change up. I might be rapping like it's the 90s in like a year. Who knows? Right. But as long as it like as I add my little twist, and, you know, like, you know, I got my little twist that I put on everything. You know, as long as I got that, that should have just goated. You know, I have my little like hyperpop stuff and shit like that. But like, I made most of my best songs when it wasn't that, because we did like, I was kind of in that phase, you know, where I did, you know, hyperpop for a while.
Yeah, but the rap was the gas.
Yeah, the rap was the gas. What I'm feeling, bro, that switch up, too insane.
Yeah, and also like the ones with curtains like that. Come away with me.
Yeah,
let's go.
Let's dance. Yeah.
Nah, but I don't even like. I was telling you earlier and kind of spinning back on. Yeah. We're still on the 2020.
Wait. Before we get to that, can I tell you something about Let's Dance, bro? You remember Co-op?
Yeah.
You remember Co-op?
Yeah.
That beat was gonna be for Co-op. That beat and that verse was gonna be for Co-op.
Oh, like the collab tape?
Yeah, bro. The collab tape. Yeah.
Wait, did you even like have a song on that tape?
Yeah, I did. I think so. I did like vocals for a track with, I think, Cole and somebody else.
Yeah. Now that was really cool, bro, at the time. Yeah. Like that was,
because Trial was crazy.
No, Trial, it was.
Not even a lot of people know about Trial, bro.
No, word. Because now let's talk about it. Let's talk about Trial.
For real, Trial was. That drink is fire.
It's so good.
God. Trial was hella fire, and it was right when we had the big three blow up, or right after. Right before or right after? No.
It was after.
Yeah. It was right after the big three blew up. And we had Alden for one. We had Curtains. We had Avid. We had
BB.
Yeah, we did. We had BB. Zootsie, yeah.
Wi-Fi.
Bonsai.
Bonsai.
We had Bonsai. We had Bonsai. Fucking, I think we had an Eric in there too. We did have an Eric in there. And that was hella goated.
Yeah, no.
We have
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You was gonna say beg your pardon?
Beg your pardon. Hard in the paint. Hard in the paint
was hard.
But the whole idea of like it's just a trial group. Like we're just gonna give it a try.
Yeah, bro.
And the theming with the time.
Yeah, bro.
Like I think Co-op and Trial, like they had to watch out. They had to watch out, bro.
Give us a little bit more time. We would have went crazy.
Nah, word.
And
Nah, Trial was gas.
It was too gas.
My favorite one is probably the rock one.
Yes, I was just about to say,
Akimbo
bro, that is so like, cause it's like, bro, that's the most have fun shit you could do with music. Right. Is just make different types of music for fun, bro.
Yeah.
And that shit was so fire. We was like, cause Curtains just makes music too, and he'll have like these silly songs sometimes, but a lot of them are silly serious. Like we could crank down on one, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He was like, yo, I think Tay was like, yo, let me spit on that. And they started just like, have you ever heard them do the like lore
Yeah,
you already talked the lore. They'll be doing the lore, and then you'll see Tay on Discord screen sharing the song with the verse running, and he's rapping that shit. And I'm like, yo, okay, let me sing in the back. Let me get that shit with the real.
Wait, did you did the screaming?
Yeah, I did the screaming. I did the screaming. It was like the scream singing.
Mm-hmm. I can't both sense. No.
That one's crazy.
No, all of y'all were like literally on the same page. I feel like that is such a thing that I think people miss out with groups, and I feel like what I honestly missed out with co-op, bro, is because like you can have all these fire people, but if you're not on the same like wavelength, it just won't go.
Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Really, yeah. That's how a lot of them really fail. That's how others, I guess, succeed for real. It's just the chemistry. I feel
like Solarverse, like you, all four of you just already had like 20 million songs together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was just natural, and you all like made your own beats, own like.
Yeah, bro. It was hella fun to work on beats with them, because like you could send one melody, and then you could either have it come back two different ways, or have it come back with a verse and a whole beat laid out with that one melody, and they're like, yo, let's get to work. And that's just like, damn. When you have that with your group, that type of chemistry and ethic, and you're having fun, it's crazy.
Nah, literally. And it's just rare to see, like, especially Solarverse. Like, I think that is probably the most together group I've seen. Like, y'all just got it. Like, just to have that.
Hella. Just to
it's
have
just
that.
rare.
Just there. It's just rare, literally.
It's just rare.
Like, it's still crazy, I guess, the amount of people that still wouldn't even know what that is. And they had so many big heads in it, for real. Like, even now, like Bonsai, that, you know, he falls off the map and comes back out of nowhere. And everybody's like, yo, it's Bonsai.
No
and
word.
He was there for that. Alden was there for that. Kurt was there for that. You know?
Yeah, and it's, I feel so good about those times. Like a lot of it just makes me so happy to think about.
Yeah.
And it's just unbelievable and just crazy just how far like things have went. Like in those times, did you have moments where you felt like this is the future, like moments that you look back where you felt really proud of what you were doing? Like, what are some songs that you felt like super proud of from back then?
Hella. That song with Kurt, Let's Dance. That song with Midwest for his first debut, I'm pretty sure. Summer of '03. When I first worked with Wells, that was hard. I was on the Helix Tears tape. And I would say in general, just most of the music I worked on with other people.
Yeah.
Because when you're like listening to some of this stuff and you're looking at who's making it, it's like some of them are people you used to just listen to regularly and just chill. You know?
You just keep working with the idols. It's crazy. It's
keep working with the idols. And it's crazy some of the people you just talk to casually while doing this stuff too. Like I had been like first introduced to Sketchy when I was an editor, because I used to do AMVs and shit, and that was cool. That taught me most of what I know, you know, today. And I used to listen to hella Ginseng and hella Sketchy, and I'm talking hella, and I ended up being like meeting him on Chord, and that's how we locked in. We have a few songs on my archive together still, and that shit's so crazy because right in, I guess, the third or second month of me like knowing him, he passed, bro. And that shit was just insane.
Yeah. I recently lost one of my first internet friends ever, Sanusi, like in January, bro. Like, yeah, bro. And I've known him for like 10 years, bro.
Bro, you're serious, bro?
I am.
That's fucked up.
Bro, and like I feel like people, like I try my best to explain this to my parents and anyone who was like never on Discord, like how special it was at the time, bro. Like just you would never see stuff like that happen in real life. Like people who would never cross paths, like interacting and like sharing laughs, and like it was just this huge community, like just like it was unlike anything I experienced. Like people that I feel like even now, like if Discord was happening now, you'd never see some of those people in the same room, bro.
Like, bro, we had SFG, bro.
Yeah,
bro.
Now shout out to Sanu.
Shout out, bro.
So shout out to Sanu.
Shout out, bro. So that's even where I you know, got introduced to Poppy Panda.
Yeah, no, that's because Sholo really put. I think I was hip to you back in the day, like in like the early days, like the early like 2018 days. I remember seeing you, but I really got close to you through Sholo. Like Sholo was like always like showing people like because he showed me Curtains. Yeah. He showed me you. He showed me. Nah, shout out to Sholo, bro. She showed me Static. He showed me everyone.
And we both were a part of Nova Gang too.
Word.
Which I thought was also, well, not interesting, but you know, it's crazy. The world be a small place.
Nah, word. Because there was that era where Waze was always hopping on your beats.
Yeah, bro.
You like those ones?
Yeah, bro. They hard, bro. I got what was that song called?
The one called Sleep.
Sleep was hard too, yeah. They have a song. Bro, my songs Prod Me. I mean, his songs Prod Me are crazy too. And I know him and Eric topped on something.
Yeah.
With
that
me.
One was tough.
That one's tough. We got more to Nova Gang heads too, I think. But I'm not sure.
You had more Nova Gang what?
More songs with some of the Nova Gang members, but I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, bro. 6. The one with Exodus.
Yeah, bro, 6. I worked with Dolly a little bit too.
This is not a sad song.
I made a whole tape with Dolly, bro.
Oh yeah, that little Angel one.
Yeah, bro. And we got the Lil Tecca like remix or something. I remade the beat and I was like, yo, let's just hop on it. And that shit was hard.
What's like your favorite, like when you're not making your normal stuff, what's your favorite genre or style to like tap back into?
Dubstep for sure because I love electronic music. Or plug and B beats.
Really?
Yeah.
What about it? Like
I don't know. I like that time. I'm not gonna lie. Like my favorite plug and B producer when he was, I think he does more, was Thrill Boy. Thrill Boy was so crazy to me, bro.
Yeah, I was listening to old Summers today. Like I think Summers, in my opinion, is like the best rapper ever.
Type shit.
Just facts.
I think Slay was crazy when Slay World was around. That shit was hard.
But it's anyways. Like all this glazing, we gotta get back to you. We're here for you. Nah, but it's crazy, especially in the olden days. I feel like you were selective with your collabs, but now it's low-key like just Curtains. Like, how come you have this approach to just doing everything yourself? Like, what is the reason for that? Or where'd that come from?
Usually it's like,
because you do literally everything yourself.
Yeah, everything. Usually it's like a thing where like no one's vision is your vision, and no one will ever understand. You know, not even Curtains does. But I work by myself for that reason. I feel like just because I can get it done the way I want to do, and I can progress with each song the way I want to progress. Because you learn something new every song. I feel like.
Yeah.
Every song.
Every time you do anything.
And like, why not? Why not? You know?
Just why not do it yourself?
Just why not?
I really try to too, and I impress myself, and I just feel like it's just way harder when you do it.
Yeah.
Like yourself, like even if it doesn't come out the right way, I just think the fact that you do it yourself is just gas.
Yeah, but I am about to start working with some people.
Right, it's coming back.
Yeah.
You're getting a little lonely.
Nah. I'm just seeing, like, as I see people, like, as I see other people progress, I see what I can, I see what I can make with them,
Mm-hmm.
I already get it, like, yo, they would be hard on this or that, or their voice will go crazy on this or that.
Yeah, like, I feel like Space is, like, new stuff lately.
He showed me some new shit, bro, that was so fire.
Yeah.
He's working on with his group, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you just got to get back with him. Like, it's about to be crazy.
Oh, God. I'm always down. And I just talked to him, bro. I'm glad I just talked to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's been long overdue. Not gonna lie. Long overdue.
Shout out Space.
Shout out Space. The GOAT.
Let's talk about the new tape.
I started writing about Cupid like probably 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And just keep in mind, I haven't listened to Cupid actually since the 2 years I distributed it. And that was because I got into a relationship, I think it's been a little under a year. But that's how I'll get to why that was soon. But
wait, so but this is 2 years old?
3.
That tape you just dropped?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, bro. And I originally wrote a story for it. I had a whole thing made for it. I was writing a script for one of the videos because I was gonna make it in Blender and shit. And it was just about I wrote it about like a scientist on some like Nightmare Before Christmas or like Edward Scissorhands type vibe, or even Frank and Weenie, for real. It was about a scientist who wanted to, like, I guess, make like a love drug or some shit. And he ran a hotel with that love drug, and they would come there to find like true love type shit. And then this one set of people, they go there expecting to find like love from him, but they end up falling in love with each other.
Oh, what?
But yeah, and it's kind of like the drug is supposed to make you fall in love with whoever, their drug. Because if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
All right.
And in the story, that's what Victor is mad at. He's mad at the fact that it didn't work with them type shit. And I was going to be the story for it. But over time, I lost inspiration. And I had like hella done. I had so many visuals. And I ended up even like working with Colin. I don't know if you know about Colin, but he's like a crazy ass like designer. He designed my cover arts. And like over time, it just diluted all my inspiration for that. But it was still like good. Like where it's at right now, like I said, it's been 3 years since I even like touched those songs really. And I don't know. I just feel like it definitely, I'm so sad about it. I'm high-key sad.
Yeah.
Because even like the story itself wasn't really like perfected really. Like I got to the right point where stopping was such a bad idea. Like stopping giving it inspiration. And that was the worst about that. But then I ended up like just pressing on and learning more shit. Because it wasn't that I don't know. I just lost inspo like I said.
Yeah. And it's like when you have those rushes of like really feeling something, coming back to it is the hardest thing.
Yeah.
You got to knock it out right there.
Yeah, literally. And that's what I should have did. But I ended up making more like crazier stuff I never thought I would have made now.
So what made you want to drop it now? Like it was just sitting there?
Yeah, it was just sitting there. And it's stressful to have that stuff like, damn, like I worked all that time. They're not even bad songs. They're pretty good. They're pretty good songs. I had a song with my mom that was supposed to be on there, but I ended up dropping that one last summer.
Yeah.
And that was the Dear Diary tape. And that one was pretty cool too. It had a lot of songs that were supposed to be on Cupid on there.
Like Cupid was going to be your big...
Yeah, it was going to be like pretty big. It was going to be my thing. But then I don't know. I'll be coming to too many epiphanies and realizations. I create bigger and better visions for myself, like every other day, and that's what fucks me up. But I'm slowly getting into I'm slowly setting my priorities and slowly getting back into the mix. That's why I've been trying to put out more content.
Yeah.
Just to stay interactive with the gang, because I never do, and I feel like that is one of my downfalls.
Yeah.
Especially if I want to get out there.
No, literally. And I like really think like just your name being Heaven, like you really used to lean into like the angel theme and like, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then, you know, I've been thinking about this and I noticed this now. The whole thing about being an artist, like your music can be fine, but if there's nothing to like attach you to, no brand, no like visuals, it's like it's nothing's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you think of certain artists and you think of like the worlds that they build. Having the clear path of, you know, keeping your image the same is really difficult.
Yeah, bro, 100%.
Because times are always changing. Like I was explaining to you earlier, like I just feel like right now on my 3rd year making YouTube, I finally get what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I want to make it personal. I want to make it for me. I want to make what I want to watch. And that was the vision at first, bro. But then when you see stuff go, like for me, comparison always gets me, bro. Like,
bro.
It's like, why am I making something original that I really like care about, or like, you know, when I could just do this?
Yeah.
Or just seeing like other people do this, and like it's like you get confusing thoughts just looking at everyone. And you just gotta like stay in your world and build it.
Bro. Hella.
And the best way to do that is, I think, what you're doing. And even me, I never on my normal videos, I never even show people before, bro. I just am like, this is me.
Yeah, because this is your vision, bro.
Yeah, and it's like the best way to do that is just do it yourself.
Exactly.
But then now I'm realizing, even though I just said that, you kind of need the team.
You kind of need the team.
Like, I need someone to hold my camera.
Yeah, for real. But people respect the grind. I feel like grind gives you personality. Grind gives you history, especially when you starting out. People know where you came from, and you know that's always something great to build from. And that's what I try to strive towards. I'll have a better story to tell.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead.
What's the realizations you're having now about where you want to take it?
Like, I just want to take it to a place where, like, I'm not doing music for fun, you know? Like, I want to get really, not too real, you know, obviously, like, you know, fun with the music, you know, make whatever. But I want to start being intentional with my songs.
Right.
I feel like
that's been a heavy word recently in my life.
Yeah, I feel like in life you got to move with purpose, and that's how I want to move with my music now, right about now, for sure. So I want to...
It just is crazy hearing you say that, because you've always just made the craziest stuff ever. It's like, I can't wait to see what the music with intention looks like then.
Oh, God, I appreciate that, bro. Hella.
And, like, you know, since this tape's so old, what would you recommend to people about your old albums, or what's your reflections on them? Some things you've learned, or...
Yeah, for sure. I think the most I've taken away when it comes to making the albums is just like going with your gut, for real. And my favorite one for sure out of all of them was probably Suburbia, because that one had some goats on it. That one had some goats on it. Had some really good story, had really good emotion. And, you know, not saying my other music doesn't. But, you know, that one was like my first, I feel like my first complete vision. I feel like that one's done. That one's set in stone.
Right.
We got more to come.
The other ones kind of feel like loose.
Yeah, they kind of feel loose. They kind of feel loose.
But see, you knew it was complete when Challengers bit you, though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I still don't know if I'm bugging or not. But it looks mighty similar.
Nah, yeah.
It looks mighty fucking similar.
I literally have to put a picture of that on the screen.
Yeah, bro, you have to put that on the screen. Because it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, yo, no fucking way. This kind of look like Gang. And I'm like, I pull up the album. I'm like, yo, that's gang low key. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, yo, hold on, let me call somebody. Let me text somebody. I literally texted Charles. I was like, yo, am I bugging? I texted my friend Dylan too. And I called Dylan because I know he'll, Charles be busy, So I called Dylan. He like, low, high key. Yeah, bro, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. No, because the normal cover art, maybe they could get away with it. But the album, they put this like grain filter on it.
Come on, guys.
Just like it. Just like it.
The spiral and everything, bro.
Mm-hmm. So like now that you like have, you want to put more intention in your stuff. What does that mean necessarily?
I guess to just like we were talking about punching in, and I don't want to just punch in anymore. I don't want to just come in with the ideas on a whim.
Right.
I want to be able to have something to explain to someone.
Right.
Because like writing off the top of your head, that's fine. That's perfect. You can make the craziest songs. You can make the hardest feeling songs. I feel like. Ever. Just the same, I feel. But I feel like writing with intention has more of a purpose than just pumping in.
Yeah, exactly.
Punching in. Excuse me.
Like you explaining that whole entire lore just for the album, like that just made me be like I don't think that hard about my stuff.
Shit.
But you're able to, you know what I'm saying? There's no rules against it.
God.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like going at your own pace with it too.
Yeah, type shit. I've always
you wouldn't have came up with all that if you were just like, oh shit, I need to make 50 songs this week. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've been I'm hella into movie soundtracks and shit like that. Like, and I just love movies too. Like in general, like especially them claymation ones, like Paranorman, Coraline.
I just watched Memoir of a Snail.
Yeah, bro. Like
that was gas.
Fucking Kubo. And also Fantastic Mr. Fox, bro. That one's the Fly solo cover.
Yeah.
That one, I fuck with that one. I fuck with that one hella.
That's my favorite art style, honestly. Like, I've mentioned this before on this podcast, but if I ever made a movie about my life, I would want it to be animated in like different lifestyles for each decade. And I would want my 20s in claymation.
Yeah, bro.
Because it's my favorite right now.
Yeah, bro. Hella. That's so fire. That's a fire idea.
Yeah, like even Robot Chicken looks gas.
Yeah,
like,
bro. Like,
I love the mixed media.
Yeah,
I like on your new cover art how you had like the little cutout words, like just little things like that, just level it up.
And I did that shit with the printer. With the printer, bro. Like just the basic ass like shit you'll see at school. And that shit was like so fun. I'm not gonna lie. I put my face to it up. I put my face up to it and printed out my face on paper. That shit was so funny because it looked so like stupid. I'm not gonna lie. It looked so stupid, but it was just fun as fuck.
Nah, but they're not gonna look stupid when that Cupid goes
on
up.
God,
They're gonna be the ones looking stupid.
On God, but like, yeah, movies like that really like hella influence me. I love watching like movies like us, movies like Sweeney Todd. They're like plays, like Little Shop of Horrors. You know, what would it be called? Right? It's a musical. I love musicals.
Yeah,
I fucking love musicals.
Wicked is nominated for 10 Academy Awards.
I don't like that musical though. I don't like that one. You know, people around my side, around my shade of the grass, you know, they might like The Wiz over Wicked. And that's for sure. I'm not gonna lie, them songs is way better on The Wiz, bro. Go tune in if y'all haven't, because you clearly don't know what you're missing out. Some here would go watch Wicked, you know, and that's fine. You know, that's your opinion, but you can't deny the facts.
I mean, you've already been listening some, but like, what's some standout soundtracks that are influencing your music right now?
Influencing my music right now, the Pleasantville soundtrack.
I'm not
Ooh, that one's good. Tobey Maguire's in that movie. Spider-Man guy.
I know who Tobey Maguire is.
I just need to make sure, you know. Just had to make sure. You know, you might only know him as a Spider-Man guy, and that's okay. He's a really nice superhero, really cool. You know, my favorite superhero at least.
He is.
But yeah, that movie is really good. Like it's an actual good movie, and it has one of my favorite covers of a song, and that is "Across the Universe" by Fiona Apple. I've I've hella been listening to her this past year, and just others like her, I'd say. And like especially when it comes to my like rockish stuff and my more indie stuff, I try to get more into that.
That bag.
Yeah, into that bag. I just wanna.
Do you listen to a lot of the stuff you're making, like when you're in a rock mood? Do you just listen to rock?
Yeah, and I listen to stuff I'm making, like, cause I'll just be making stuff and I'll have like an idea, and then I'll just stop and go listen to music forever.
Right.
And you know, I'll come back and just listen to what I can like. I'm mainly listening for what I can fix on here, or how can I make this better, or if it's a good idea. Because you know, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of ideas just get scrapped, put in the trash.
Yeah.
But
I have a notes app of like video ideas, and like once a day I'll just edit or delete like over and over, like or I'm just like, the thing I'm stuck on now is like now wait, let me pause on that. Rewind back to the movie soundtracks. Do you know any like soundtracks by like John Bjorn? Like he did like Eternal Sunshine.
Yeah, John Brion. Yeah, I listen to him all the time.
He did my favorite movie soundtrack, Synecdoche, New York.
Dude, bro, no way you just said that movie.
That's my favorite of all time.
Dude, bro, I just discovered that movie like a year ago, around a year ago. Bro, that movie is amazing.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie.
Amazing,
that
bro.
is why I'm doing this right here.
Bro, that's insane.
Bro, because like literally in the movie, bro, he couldn't even come up with the title. His last words, he came up with the title because he was so stuck in his head about trying to make the perfect situation to make his art work, bro.
You're so real for that, bro.
And bro, we're gonna be stuck here forever trying to make these perfect situations. They're never about to come, bro. We gotta chase it now.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to tell you. The song on there, it's called Okay. Like that song, I would put that in my funeral.
I'll show you. Hold on. I'm about to show you. Because that's too crazy, bro. I love that movie. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
And we have Synecdoche,
I'm
New York right there.
just a little person.
Oh, God. He's too goated.
Another movie that really changed my mindset about things was Soul as well.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
That one really, those two, that little combo is why I'm right here.
Yeah. Soul was a really good movie. You know, them Disney movies that are like, you know, they're kind of like jokey with the art style, with the comedy. That one had Jamie Foxx.
They always pack that punch.
Yeah, they always pack that punch with that life lesson at the end.
Word.
Most of them do, too. Like, I just watched Beauty and the Beast just recently, again, because I've seen that movie a million times. And that's another great musical. If you haven't seen it, bro, you're probably not even a real person. But it's a great fucking musical, bro. And, like, you're trying to break a curse, bro. Beauty and the Beast. And you get your goat at the end anyway. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, the Beast was kind of fine. He was kind of fine. Like, no woman could deny that man.
Yeah, he's rich. He's manly.
Yeah, bro. Someone was hating on him bad, and that's why he got cursed. For sure. But yeah, like.
What's some other
Ooh, sorry.
like non-music inspirations?
Ooh, non-music inspirations. We have
Adventure Time, I feel like, was a theme
hella
going on.
Adventure Time. We have directors. I feel like Wes Anderson hella impacted me. His film, so funny. Not funny, but like kind of like cool funny. It's like the way he films some of his like shots, and like his shots are always amazing, and they kind of seem like something out of a like a Roald Dahl book. Yeah, bro.
Bruh, that's really like those two. I would like. You should make the soundtrack for them.
Oh God, that would be crazy.
I'm telling you, bro. Like that's the type of vibe you're on now.
God.
Like this, like paper book story,
Yeah,
paper
bro.
mache music.
Yeah, bro. That's a crazy ass. Like I fuck with that.
Like the BFG.
Yeah, bro.
No, James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, bro. I just watched that recently too. That's hard, bro.
The art, I love the art in that one. Honestly.
Yeah. Like how I see like the movies, like especially with Wes Anderson stuff, is like how I think about. Like how I visualize my music in my head, like how I see his movies from his shots and stuff, and it's crazy how that shit like is I don't know. That's what music. It's crazy that that's what music does for me,
Yeah.
or that's what those things does for my music.
Did you watch Brick by Piece by Piece by Pharrell?
No, I haven't. That's the Lego movie, right?
Yeah, you should watch that because in that he talks about when he listens to music, he sees colors.
Oh, word.
And
I saw clips on TikTok though.
Yeah.
It does look hella good.
When I listen to music, bro, I also like imagine a world, but I also kind of imagine if I like directed the music video.
Yeah.
Like that. Usually when I
Yeah,
listen to
bro,
songs, like
yeah.
I just see a whole vision. Like I've low key become manager mode
Yeah, bro.
for like all the artists.
And that shit is so like, I'll be like doing some shit like that, and then sometimes I'll just be sitting, listening for a rhythm in the room, and I'll just start bopping my head. And I'm like, yo, like this low-key kind of cooks. And that's like high-key. Sometimes you got to sit in silence to get your ideas.
Mm-hmm. Well, where do your ideas come to you the most?
When I'm watching movies.
Really?
Yeah.
For me, it's when I'm not on any social, like when I'm like the last place.
Type shit.
Like I'm at work and then my best video idea pops in my head.
Yeah, bro.
Because I'm like, get me out of this hell.
I just pull out my phone and record. A lot of my, like, I have so many voice memos.
Mm-hmm.
Like hella. And like, I think with me also, I think it's just my ADHD too. Because I just got diagnosed for that recently. And I think it's low-key my superpower.
Really?
And you know, yeah, more or less. It's a gift and a curse, really.
No, because I don't know how you're locked in, but you have ADHD. You might just be the one.
No, for real. Definitely. I just be like all over the place, bro. And like, if I can just get all over the place on a song, or just even an album, that would be insane. Like here, I'm like probably outside, and that's just me humming a melody. What's this one? Let's go farther down. Let's see what we can find. More humming. Yeah, but I just be recording my shit down. Because sometimes, like, I also find a lot that I'm in like bed too. Like whenever I'm in bed about to go to sleep, I'll just have an idea come right there. I'll be talking to Boo in mid convo. I'll have an idea come in my head and I'm like, yo, I'm sorry, I gotta cut this conversation short, but I have to go.
Hold on, everyone.
Hold on, stop the music. I would love to listen more, but it's just like, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
And like, how do you get diagnosed with the locked-in syndrome? Like, what's your advice to people who are lazy?
Go see a damn psychiatrist, bro. Like, get right. Talk to a therapist. I still have to talk to a therapist. But, you know, do what you got to do if you feel like there's no other explanation, really, I guess, for why you're feeling the way you do. Or any questions that you feel are unanswered, especially about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's
how you get out of the laziness.
Yeah, because it's always good to talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're a crazy person, I guess. If you don't like to talk, you know. It's good to understand people or have someone understand you, for sure. And if talking to you is not your thing, you know, it's always good to put faith in yourself and trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
But do remember, it's always good to ask, you know, someone.
That was a real answer right there.
Yeah.
Because we need help in this world.
Everyone needs help, and some people don't have people to talk to or even the ability. And that's an evil world. It's hard. You gotta be able to appreciate what you have here.
Yeah, we seem to be on the same vibe, like with our mindsets in our 20s. Like, I'm all about being grateful now. Yeah. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do things with intention. I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to get right. I'm telling you, are you feeling this year?
Yeah, I'm feeling this year. Hella. I feel the change.
That's what I'm saying. As soon as I hit 21, I kind of felt a little shift. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, Nelly. I'm like.
Kind of like, as soon as I feel like my year started in December. Strictly because I moved here in December. Right. And that was like a big situation for me, but also just like a crazy transitional period after, even after I came from Ohio, after being in California for so long, I had first left my parents. I didn't see my parents for like a whole year before that, like before I just moved back to New York.
Mm-hmm.
And that was crazy for them because I technically did leave when I was 19, but it was like on my birthday week. That was the week I went to go stay with my now ex.
Mm-hmm.
And shit was cool. Shit was cool, trust. It was fine. It was cool. But it was most of the reason why shit just got so, I felt like kind of more conflicted with my music then, I guess, so to speak.
Right, but now you got the vision. Hello. Now you're 21.
Now I'm 21.
Now it's getting real.
Now
What
it's
can
getting
people
real.
look out for you for this year?
So much fire, so much visual representation.
There we go. That's
So
the
much-
answer we're looking for.
So much swag, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't hate on the fit. It's cold outside, you know.
I got gloves on inside.
Yeah, man, I got my gloves right here just in case my hands get too cold, you know. Might have anemia. I don't know all that, but yeah, you know, just be on the lookout for hella me.
Mm-hmm.
Hella me.
And I got 4 questions that I ask every artist I get on the show.
What's
Number
good?
1, what do you think is your most underrated song?
Ooh. Hold on a second.
Everyone pulls out their phone, bro. It's crazy.
I have too much music.
Yeah.
I have too much music.
Do you think about like overrated, underrated music? Like, do you think about the rankings of your songs often?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do. But, and it's not necessarily like, I don't know. Oh, I think the Hollow Hollow EP I did, that one's a little underrated. And the House EP I did is also, I think that one is crazy underrated, especially because that was a while after I made my switch.
Mm-hmm.
And after Dark Dementia. I think those 3 are so fucking underrated.
Yeah, they just got caught in the transition.
They just got caught in the transition.
I'm gonna have to listen to those. I don't even remember them, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I remember the covers.
Yeah. And Curtains was he was on the Hollow Hollow one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I made that movie like, I feel like, not movie, I made those, fucking songs when I was hella in my just like movie song phase.
Mm.
And like those ones feel like shit you could just hear and like, not even shit you could, because you know everyone hears differently, but like I could see a lot of those songs in movies directed by Wes Anderson or like some uncut gems ass shit, possibly, no, not really, but like some possibly even mid 90s or something, because there's like
coming of age, like
like coming of age type shit. And like it's just so different. It's just so, I don't know, I feel like a lot of I don't know, I feel like it's just hard it's hard not to look back. Just gotta keep going forward, even though people should have saw it, man, damn, you know. But I'm gonna start working on reintroducing things for sure.
Yeah, just like a little post here and there, just like maybe you just have the song in the background.
Oh God, those are definitely my.
Just a little subtle,
Yeah.
subtle.
Those are the most underrated for me.
What's a song by you that people love that you don't really like?
A song that people love but I don't really like. I think over time the High Definition song kind of got old for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that one definitely got, that one for sure. Because it wasn't even that good. I'm gonna just be honest, it really wasn't that crazy, but it was still fire. You know, that was my first song with Cole, and Cole's the GOAT. Bodyguard.
What that's the answer for that one, just High Definition?
Yeah.
What song did you made that made you cry?
Ooh, that made me cry.
Or when you listened to it, you cried. Little double whammy.
Okay, I've never cried, but I do have family members that have told me that they have cried. I've seen my mom cry to a lot of my music, you know. And like I'll be waking up in the middle of the night, going to like just get something to drink or eat, and I'll see my mom with the headphones on, just dancing in the living room, or just vibing out, or just or just in the living room, and she'll be like listening to my music. I'm like, yo, this shit is tough, bro. You gotta finish this. I just talked to my uncle earlier today, and he was telling me about when he heard Self-Sabotage, and that song was one of my more like, I was in my feels too. I was getting over somebody else, and that was so like, I feel like I did put the intention there with that song. So I haven't cried to any of my songs, but I've definitely poured out, I would say.
Been vulnerable.
Yeah. Poured out metaphorically, teared up metaphorically. Oh, God.
Anyone that comes to mind, though?
Like,
just all of them?
Just all of them, no. Literally, I've never really cried. Damn. Like, to anything, really. Yeah. The last time I cried, the last one before that, at least, was, I think I was playing The Walking Dead. It was a Telltale Walking Dead game, and Lee died the first season. That shit was so sad. But yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Just all of them.
Yeah, just all of them, literally. Because I don't know. I feel like it's more. I don't know.
No, I got you. That's a fine answer. And what old song, if you would want to redo and remake with the knowledge you have now?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think there's this one. Well, no, because I just dropped that, so no. I think for sure What I'm Feeling.
Really? You think you'd want to change it? You'd make it way better?
Yeah, I think so. I think even I think that one for sure, but even songs like I was doing like I had like a Alex G little phase. And when I was doing like songs like Ending Song and For You and I think Fly Solo, I think I would redo those songs and make them so much better. But for sure, What I'm Feeling would be first on that list.
And the last one is, what's a song you recommend to someone who's never heard you?
Let's see. I'd say, sorry if it takes me a little bit of time.
Take your time.
Let me think. I'd say right now, for sure, listen to Cupid. But definitely listen to either House or After Dark Dementia or Hollow Hollow. Or if it's one of my older songs, listen to Let's Dance With Me in Curtains.
Rock away with me. 2, 3, 4, you can't ignore me.
He's kind of valid with that one, I'm not gonna lie. No. And it was pretty good too with Wells. That was pretty good. And it was pretty good. Alden was supposed to be on that song. Didn't get me back to verse, but yeah, that's what
Well, Larry. Well, Heaven. Thanks for coming on this show. No Bevs with the best. Bevs with the best. And Bevs. Do you have a final word? Just one final word.
One final word. Sorry for talking your ears off, but now you know who I am. And if
Bro,
you know
that's
who
not
I
a final
am,
word. No, go ahead. This is your final statement.
Yeah, this is my final statement.
Yeah, final statement.
If you just come across this, bro, let your peoples know. But on a real note, stay inspired and keep making music, or keep doing what you do in life. But always be on your toes. Always have your crown on. Type shit.
And the final word?
Final word. Bye-bye.